Good afternoon, Philomena. Thanks for attending the training program of AWT. I understand your company wants you to attend this training program for improving your skills. So, before starting the training program today, would you like to tell me a little bit more about you, so that I can know a little bit more on you?
Hi, I'm Philomena. I'm a call centre team leader and I'm a student at the University of Queensland, and I'm struggling with learning new things and working with new technologies.
Oh, that's very good. It seems you have working for last 10 years in that call center. That's very good. My name is Harilal Surendran. I'm a trainer at AWT. Today I will be delivering you a training on applying communication skills at the workplace. This training is actually called BSB CMM 211. So they're having multiple elements in that training. But again, as your supervisor has requested, I have customized this training for you on communication skills, particularly written communication skills. Does that do you think that will improve your ability in work?
Yes, I think it
will. Oh, thank you very much. That's good. Just before starting the training program itself, I just want to have a small warm up. So we have on Sundays we do some many different things. Just I want to ask you about your food habits. What do you like? Would you like to on a Sunday? If you get an opportunity, would you like to go and have a Hungry Jack's burger or a McDonald's burger or a KFC chicken, or you won't like to have anything of these?
Oh, I think I'd love a KFC chicken.
Oh, I also like KFC chicken. We have something in common. That's good actually. It's dry and hot, isn't it? That's very good.
Very tasty.
Okay, very tasty. Good stuff, Philomena. Let's go ahead. So I told you about the course, but again, I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about our AWT course itself. So actually, you can have access our course material with the technologies use of Moodle. I know you have some difficulty in accessing technology now, but again, if you're really needed, actually I'm going to provide you all the printed material for whatever we are doing now. But again, as you pick up your skills and improve your credentials and again knowledge in internet, you can browse to AWT website and again then get all the information from our Moodle what I am providing you. But that's really not needed now because I have customized the training material to meet the needs of you in this program. Just before going into the details of the training, I want to provide you a little bit more information about the support access. If you need any, if you have any questions about the training material, if you need any more information, please contact AWT. Your phone number is given in the leaflet I have provided you on AWT. You can contact them, and then you ask my name. They will connect me as well, so you can get the support access from there. We will follow the safe practices in the training. So I know that you have a broken hand. You have broken your hand 1 year ago, and it's a little bit painful sometimes when writing. So actually, I have considered that in this training. I won't ask you to do a lot of writing today. But however, we'll go through a small practical task where you may require to do some 3 to 4 minutes of writing. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
That's good. Okay, thank you. And then ergonomics. This chair you are sitting is comfortable.
Yes,
you're feeling
very
okay.
Comfortable.
And we got a good desk. We have a laptop,
Yes.
and then we are comfortable with that. And the place is quiet. And again, and then I'll go with your pace. I know you have difficulty in understanding when some people are delivering things in a faster mode. So if you feel me to stop or explain things a little bit slower, please feel free to do that. I'll be doing it. Happy to do that. And then on classroom conduct, so AWT have a policy of being respectful for each other. So I'll be using respectful language. I'll listen actively to you, and I expect from your end as well. And please mute your phones and everything if you have something. That's a policy that we follow. And another one is inclusivity and confidentiality. As AWT training organization, I know you are from South Africa. We respect diverse opinion, people from diverse culture, and our discussions will be confidential, and it will be every feedback that you'll be at the end of the training, you will be asked to give a feedback to me. Already I've given a feedback form at the beginning of the training to you. I have also marked your attendance in the attendance sheet. So once you complete the training, please fill in the feedback form and again provide it back to me. So now, today's learning objectives are: use communication skills to gather and convey information effectively. That's the topic today. And we have to produce written documents that meet organizational standards for that. I have gone through as I previously said, I have gone through your needs. I will provide additional time for learning activities. I will provide one-to-one support. I will implement structured breaks if it's required, but it's only a 30-minute session. If a break is required, let me know. And then I will use a clear and simple language for you when I'm delivering. So if any problem is there, I will also regularly check in you're going well or not. Okay. Session outline. Normally the program on this communication, it's having three modules. It's one is introduction to communication skills, and second is advanced verbal and non-verbal communication, then third is the effective written communication. Today I'll be actually concentrating, from seeing your profile, I have customized your session, concentrating more on written communication. I thought that's the area which will help you. So area of the training is effective written communication and feedback. In the effective written communication, what we'll be speaking about: draft written communications. In draft written communications, we have to identify the draft formats for the written information according to since you are working in an organization, when you have to produce a lot of, as a team leader, you have to produce a lot of written communication, isn't it? So there will be formats in which you may have to follow in your organization. So you have to draft your communication based on the formats that's required by your organization. So we'll discuss a little bit on that. Then you have to review the draft written information that you have created before you submit to your peers. We will be speaking about that. And once you have done it, you have to seek and respond feedback on the written communication. That's another thing. Those areas also we will be touching. So it's an introduction of written communication. So what is the importance of written communication in office environment? Could you just tell Philomena, what do you think, what's the importance of a written communication piece in your office environment where you work?
Yes, for me in a call center, we have to stick to the scripts that we are given, and we need to communicate to other team members that they need to follow the scripts that are given to them.
Yeah, that's very good. So let's see what are the normal key components of an effective written communication in the next one. So actually, what are the different written communications that you normally see in a workplace? Is emails. Do you write emails to different people in that organization?
Yes, very often.
Very often. So that's one thing that you do. And then next one is you may be writing office memos to people, and then there will be workplace policies and procedures there you may have to follow, and then workplace forms. If somebody is having injury, or you have forms, leave forms, and all those things, that also is having it's a sort of written communication. And then you may be having manufacturer instruction forms, which is of your computer is there, and then in your kitchen some material is there. So it will be all manufacturing instructions in the call center environment what you have. And then you have safety signs as well. So you'll be putting signs if there is a trip hazard or something, you'll be putting signs over there. So these are all types of written communication in the office environment. So produce written communication. How do we produce written communication? All written communication must follow your organization style. Okay. When producing a written text, it is important to remember that you are providing information that needs to be understood. Therefore, it's important that keep your writing clear, simple. People can only need important information. So when you're writing something, it needs to be in the format that organization follows. So the document itself will look professional. It needs to be concise as well. And you need to highlight things which you need to highlight. So that's the way you create a document. How to produce a written document? References, just add references when referring to your legislation. For example, if you are actually writing something about environmental protection, you can actually write, you can actually refer to Environmental Protection Act of Queensland. Okay, if you are referring to the Aboriginal people in Queensland, so Aboriginal Cultural Act will be there. So and Workplace Health and Safety Act. So when you are working in a workplace or studying in a university, you will be having health and safety policies there. So you can actually refer to a policy or procedure there. So like that, you have to include references when you are adding when you are speaking about a document. The information that you are providing in that document should be accurate and legible, and the forms and report documentation is completed on time. So if you have actually some of the forms you need to review in time, and there are deadlines with which the forms need to be completed, so that's need to be remembered in your training in your organization when you go back. You have included all important information in the form. Finally, just that's the review part of it. Just check that, tick boxes that you have included all the relevant information which is needed there. And spelling and grammar is right. So since you're a senior leader there, you're a leader of the call center, managing so many other people working under you, make sure that the document that you're putting is having correct spelling and then correct grammar, because that actually judges you whom you are. And then suitable graphics is included. So when you're speaking about some content, the pictures actually will tell more story. So if you're including some proper graphics, for example, if you're putting a sign saying that it's slippery, rather than somebody slipping over there, that will be more having a more effect on the person who is sitting, is just seeing that. So that's why use sort of suitable graphics to make impact on your reader. And structuring written communication. Understanding the structure of written communication is very important. So whenever you're creating a written communication, create a roadmap of the document, what you're going to write, what are the points which are going to come, what comes first, what is in the middle, how do you conclude. Visualizing connection between ideas. So when you put a roadmap, then you have to say that how you are going to connect this. If some people write some documents, write some points in such a way that it doesn't flow. So flow of a content is very important. So make sure that after you put your points, all thoughts together, is it all flowing as a story or not? And then organizing content into a narrative flow. That's exactly what we have discussed now. Produce a written communication. So today I will be speaking a little bit about how to produce a written communication. That's what actually we want to do in our training today. So it's normally we will be actually practicing on an email writing thing today. When you're writing an email, as you said, you are writing a lot of emails in the organization that you work with. It should have a clear and concise subject line. For example, if you are saying that everybody should come for a meeting, so subject line should be meeting on this date at this time, and then it should be brief and relevant content. It say that the meeting is regarding this subject, okay, and then proper formatting structure. So for a meeting, venue, time, all those things will be in a format anyway. So that format you need to be following. So how to write a professional email? That's something which I wanted to discuss further with you. That's what your supervisor actually asked me to take you through as well. He told that that will actually help you improve your skills when you go back to your company. Actually, this slide gives a little bit guidelines on how an email need to be structured. So can you just tell me from that slide, what are the things that you pick up when writing a email in your organization? Do you follow these, or what are the things that you pick up? This is an sample email I have given. What are the main things that you see over there?
I see a subject line, greeting, font style.
Correct. So subject line is that. The subject line that you're creating, that's very important in an email. It needs to be concisely conveying your purpose of the writing. So whatever you are doing, say that, okay, meeting regarding XYZ project. That's the subject line. So you have to concisely say that. And then what is the next one after the subject line?
Greeting.
Greeting. Always include a greeting when you are, especially in a call center setup. So you have to greet the people whom you are writing the email to. So write them. You can use the appropriate word, so dear or sir or whatever it is. You have to use the word as per the context, and you have to greet them. And then length. The third one is length of the email you are writing. Some people write essays in the email, so you have to actually what, keep concise and possible as it is, because otherwise, these days all people are busy. They don't have hours and hours in reading the email. So if they say, oh, just say 3 lines, and they will flick to the next one. So you need to
Keep it
keep it concise. And then what is the next one?
Emoticons.
It's actually when you're writing in a call center, what does that mean is you keep your emotions aside. It's some people say that smileys and all those things in a professional emails. So in a professional environment, when you work, you don't thumbs up. That's the sort of things we try to avoid. We are professional people we can probably use that in a personal life, but not in a professional context. So we actually try to avoid the smileys and all those stuff in a email that we are writing. And then what else we need to check?
Spelling and grammar.
We actually discussed that in the previous slide as well. It's very important that in a professional email we actually check the spellings before we send. And these days in universities as well, when we study, they actually speak about Grammarly and all those things. And there are a lot of AI help as well to check the spelling. There is no harm in using those things, and again making our spelling and grammar proper. So another one we discussed was
Font style.
Font style. So don't use colored fonts and all, and then don't start with a small letter in a sentence. Use proper commas, and you use full stops where required. So because these are the things which make a email unprofessional. If you start an email itself with a small letter, and again then starting with a capital letter, we can understand that some people will read that, okay, this person is this kind of person. So your professional standard, and again the standard wavelength at which you are going to speak will be judged, because you're going to be the team leader, so you will be leading by the example. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. So now we are going to do a small exercise here, and here you can see that I have actually got an email from your call center. What your team leader wanted was Isabella, just go over this email, and then Philomena, just go over and read this email and see what else you could do to improve this email based on the discussions that we have done. We have gone through that. What are the things if you want to check, rewind and see what we have discussed on a professional email thing. You can just read through that key points, and then start correcting that email. So it's a practice exercise. Do you want to read through once? Yeah. You're okay with this? Okay with the things which are given here? Do you want to read one by one things once? Yeah. Subject line, greeting, font style, length, emotions, spelling and grammar. Those things you are okay with that? Okay, then probably it's a good idea now. Just jump in, and again I'll just go a little bit back. You can jump in and correct that email over there as an exercise. I'll just watch on that. And write it. Want to take your time. Yep. Yep. You can go here, change the name, put something else, and then put some additional words or formality bit. Okay. So that is a practical training. That's good. Correcting the grammar. That's very good. You have put your name there. Just you want to put your email address or just a phone number or something, just put XYZ on that subject line. Yep. 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 Yeah. Okay. You have 2 more minutes to tidy that up. It takes 2 more minutes. Your hand is okay. I know your hand is a little bit broken.
Yes, it's okay.
It's okay,
It's
fine.
faring okay right now.
Okay, right. Okay.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Should there be a space between this and the greeting?
It's okay. It's all good. Looking good.
Mhm.
Normally, I will put the phone number towards the end after the name. Yeah, but again, that's okay to provide over there as well.
Okay.
This is an email you're writing. Yeah.
It's not a letter.
Yeah. Just use that. That's good. Better. Very good. Excellent.
And does that seem correct?
Yeah. That's a good one. That's the subject line. So do you want to put subject there in front of that? That's good. That's very good. So we have provided a subject there and your email address. Do you want to put the email address at the end? Cut that and there. And go at the top, and go cut that one. Select that one. Yep. That's better, isn't it? So that's the way we actually professionalize the email. The initial one, what we have seen, and now it is looking is quite different. You have a subject there. You're actually addressing them. You are providing your contact details, and that's actually you have done it in a very, very good way. That's a good work. That's a practical demonstration that you can actually show how the emails could be written. That's a good way. So I like it. That's good. So let's go further. So once you are actually done the email or written a document, then next program would be to speak about the feedback. So giving actually in feedback there are 2 types of feedback, isn't it, Philomena? One is since you're a team leader, you will be giving feedback back to your people whom you are working with. So all the people who are reporting to you, you will be giving feedback to them. And next one is actually you'll be receiving feedback. That means that you'll be giving something to your superiors. Superiors will be coming and actually giving you, hey, these are the emails you have returned, this is the information you have given, this is the clerical job you have done to us, and just improve it back. So there will be 2 types of feedback in the organization. So let's a little bit further dive into the feedback thing. So whenever you're, it's a type of communication feedback actually. It can be written feedback. So while since we are discussing about the written type of uh, communication style over here, just I'll speak about what are the things you should be considering when you're giving a written feedback to somebody. Be positive, since it's a team. So just speak about the positive things rather than negative things. So that's a type. It can be a constructive feedback. So if somebody is even lacking, just tell them these are the areas which you are good, and tell them that you could further improve, and again your performance can be further enhanced by just concentrating on these areas. So that way we are not criticizing, saying that you are not good, or that sort of feedback actually let the person down. Another one is choose your words. What do you wanting to say? So that's very important in a conversation. Whenever we are doing what we are actually speaking to people, choosing right words is very important, because wrong words actually will drive the people away, isn't it? Especially in a call center environment, when you're dealing with the people and you're dealing with your customer even. So appropriate choosing your words is very much needed. Okay. Another one is consider timing. So whenever you are giving feedback to somebody, Philomena, one thing what you have to do is, if feedback not given in a proper time, is actually not, it's not worth giving the feedback actually. If something has happened, and then if somebody has not performed something not up to your standard, or somebody has made a mistake, which, or some, you want to give a suggestion for improvement on a particular job, it need to be given timely. So if you are thinking that you should be giving a feedback and again keeping in your mind and giving it after 10 days time, probably that won't help to improve the organization. So that's why timely feedback is also very important. So just be mindful about when we are giving it. And then when I'm saying about the timely, sometimes some incident has happened, immediately calling someone and again telling them also may not be appropriate. So some incident has happened, maybe the person will be on a lot of stress or emotion. So you don't have to, you can leave them for a while and take your time, and then call them and give feedback. Wait for a while, take your time and feedback. So giving team feedback on a right time is also appropriate, very important actually in terms of an organizational communication. And then using empathy. So we are all humans. So we are working a team. Before the training itself, I was talking to you, and you spoke about the values of empathy and all. I actually believe on that value. So empathy is very important in a human life. So that's what we have to be empathetic to other persons. That actually makes life of other people as well easy and again happy. So it is a coexistence of everyone. So that's something which we need to be considering in communication. Another one is receiving feedback. So like we are giving feedback, other people also will be giving you feedback back. So because normally who will be giving you feedback? Maybe your superiors, or even your actually co-workers, or the people who are working for you. They will also give you feedback, and the feedback can be good and bad, and sometimes it can be very harsh as well. Especially some in a call center environment, customers sometimes will be giving you a very harsh feedback sometimes. So we should be able to take both with both proactively. And first thing is, whenever somebody is giving you a feedback, listening is a very important skill. So listen to it proactively. Be aware of your responsive. So when you are actually giving some response back to your feedback, think it before you say, because they may say that you are not good, or the customer may be annoying you. So as a feedback, so be polite. Take those things in a positive way. So if you're trying to respond, you can probably don't try to write an email immediately saying that, hey, you have written me like this, so I am not like that, it's you, or something like that. So that way we need to be very professional, and again in a professional conducting should be there. For that we need to be thinking what we are going to say. and understand the message, because emotions actually sometimes we won't understand. Sometimes we will be having some preconceived idea when we are reading an email or statement. Probably the message may not be that. The other person conveying you something is not what you are reading. So the sentences can be read in different way. It's the time and again mood that you read it. So it's very important that you understanding the message and be open. So when somebody is giving you a suggestion, be very open on what you are actually, how you are receiving it. Okay, that's another thing which you should be doing when you are doing a communication. And then thank the team for the thank them for the follow-up and again feedback they've given. That's another thing. Okay, then actually we are coming to the end of the training, Philomena. Hopefully you have enjoyed. So we have ensured that records of attendance to confirm the training was completed, and actually it will be stored according to our organizational procedures. I have informed you the requirement of giving me a feedback at the end of the training, so I expect you to complete that feedback form and again give it back, and then I will ensure that your information is kept confidential. We have our own organizational procedures. Thank you very much for attending the session, and see you next time at AWT. Thank you. This concludes the training program.